For our table topic for today, I want to address this idea of intellectualization. Okay, this is very relevant to my life personally because of how my brain works, okay? So let's first explain what intellectualization is. Essentially, when you get hurt, when you have to accept a hard fact, your ego activates. Oh no, I've been rejected. Oh no, I was not as good as I thought I was. Okay? In that moment, you get a negative emotional response. So your brain gets kicked into overdrive. Wow. Sound the alert. You're feeling shame. You're feeling guilt. You're feeling anger. Whatever it is, negative emotions. Well, we can't allow that. Quickly, come up with a logical solution so that we can make sense of everything. Okay? You've definitely heard of stories like this before. You ask out a girl, she rejects you, and your brain goes, she wasn't even attractive anyways. It wasn't going to work out anyways. She was actually, there's all these red flags that, you know what, it wasn't going to work anyways, right? A perfect and just the most common scenario of intellectualization coming into play to protect your ego, okay? So why is this relevant? Well, for myself specifically, but I'm pretty sure for a lot of people, when this happens, when you start to intellectualize and you start to run away from those negative emotions, your brain gets into overdrive and it comes up with these stories, these logical explanation as to why this happened. You fall into a trap, okay? The reason why you fall into this trap and it's a problem is because once you get used to coming up with logical reasonings as to why this happened, you start escaping from the emotion itself, okay? So you feel negative emotion, you intellectualize, you feel better, and that's it. But here's the thing, emotions do not go away. You have to digest them. If you don't digest your emotions, they lay dormant in your mind. And eventually, you'll see a trigger. Next time, it's going to pop up again. So, specifically for me, I love to intellectualize, right? Because, it's just a pattern I have. Maybe my personality is like this. Maybe my brain is analytical. I'm not exactly sure what it is. But definitely over the course of my life, I use it as a crutch. Let's try and analyze why this happened to make sense of this so I don't feel as bad about myself or just trying to get through the negative emotion, okay? But I think it is time to catch that pattern and take a different approach, okay? So next time you feel a negative emotion, instead of intellectualizing, coming up with reasons, analyzing the event, just feel the emotion. Damn, I've been rejected. Okay, that sucks. I feel shame. I feel a bit of anger. And that's okay. You have to let that emotion go through you. Notice the emotion. Digest the emotion. Do not come up with random bullshit reasons as to why this happened to you and try to make sense of it. Just fully be in the moment and absorb and just feel the fact that, shit, you know what? This sucked. I do not feel very good right now. Okay? And once you break the pattern of intellectualizing everything, coming up with a grand narrative to tell yourself so that you can cope with negative emotions, then you'll find that you can actually move forward. Okay? Your emotion will be more digested. They won't be stored as trauma. And you'll find that you can live more in the moment. This is something that I'm working on actively right now. And I want to check back on myself at some point in the future, because all these videos are essentially mini journal entries, diaries of my path on figuring out how to live my life. Well, I hope that this would resonate with someone, because surely I can't be the only one who does this kind of stuff. Just try it. Feel the emotion. Let it course through you. And see what happens. And that's about it.